Welcome to this explainer. If you look in living rooms across the globe, there's an undeniable truth. Consoles like the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X absolutely dominate. They are quite literally the kings of the couch. But for years, one of the biggest, most passionate debates in the entire gaming world has been that classic console experience versus the wild world of PC gaming. Today, we're putting both of these heavyweights under the microscope.
So I've got to ask, console or PC? Where does your loyalty lie? It's a question that completely defines how millions of us interact with our favorite digital worlds. While consoles have that classic, easy living room appeal, we're actually seeing a massive shift. Serious gamers, streamers, and content creators are increasingly shifting their loyalty away from the plug-and-play console experience. We're going to explore exactly why that is, pulling directly from our research on performance, versatility, and customization.
Okay, let's dive right into this. On our agenda today, 1. Graphics and frames. 2. Hardware flexibility. 3. Costs and versatility. And 4. The final verdict. Let's get these machines in the ring.
Section 1. Superior graphics and frames. The visual advantage of PC gaming.
One of the absolute biggest reasons people jump to PC gaming in the first place is pure, raw performance. A powerful gaming rig can deliver noticeably sharper graphics and significantly faster loading times than most consoles on the market. It just provides this undeniably premium feel, offering a visual clarity and sheer speed that consoles genuinely struggle to match.
And a crucial part of that performance is this number right here, 120. That stands for 120 frames per second, or FPS. PC gamers often enjoy playing with buttery smooth frame rates pushing well above this 120 threshold. This is a metric that competitive gamers absolutely crave, because in fast-paced games, every single second, actually scratch that, every single frame matters to your gameplay.
Now, to ground the technical jargon for just a second, you'll often hear terms tossed around like 1440p or 4K. Simply put, these are advanced graphical resolution settings. Playing a game in 1440p or 4K just means you're experiencing incredibly detailed, ultra-sharp, and frankly gorgeous visual environments. It's that premium, high-end feel that acts as a massive magnet for players who want their digital worlds to look absolutely breathtaking.
When we actually put them side by side, the contrast is kind of stark. On a PC, you have the unbridled freedom to crank a game all the way up to ultra settings in 4K, squeezing out the absolute maximum visual fidelity the developers created. On a console, well, you're generally getting standardized, locked-in visuals. The console dictates the graphics to make sure the game runs stably, which, hey, is great for reliability, but it definitely caps that high-end graphical ceiling.
Moving on to Section 2, Ultimate Hardware Flexibility. Let's see how you can evolve your machine over time.
Think of this like a micro-story of a gamer's hardware over half a decade. Consoles usually stay exactly the same throughout their entire lifespan. What you buy on day 1 is exactly what you've got on day 1000. But a PC breathes and grows. In year 1, you might buy your base PC. By year 3, games are getting a bit more demanding, so you simply upgrade your graphics card. By year 5, you pop in some more RAM to keep things snappy. You're upgrading it piece by piece over time.
And the steps to do this are surprisingly straightforward once you get the hang of it. You open up your custom case, swap out the graphics card, maybe add some storage or beef up the cooling system, and boom, you are playing the newest, most demanding games without having to buy a whole new system. This incredible flexibility keeps the hardware modern. And honestly, for a lot of gamers, the active building and tweaking the PC actually becomes a huge part of the hobby itself.
That hardware flexibility also extends right down to how you actually play. We're talking the precision of the keyboard and mouse versus the traditional controller. For competitive gaming, the speed and pinpoint accuracy of a mouse and keyboard setup are often just superior. It's exactly why PC gaming has become the absolute dominant platform for esports, first-person shooters, strategy games, the whole shebang. But the freedom doesn't stop at the hardware. Just listen to this quote. Mods allow players to improve graphics, add new features, create custom maps, or completely change how a game works. PC players have the keys to massive storefronts like Steam. Yes, they get the huge blockbuster titles, but they also get indie games, early access releases, and these truly mind-blowing community-created mods. This level of software creativity is something console gaming often just cannot match.
All right, Section 3, Long-Term Costs and Versatility. We're analyzing the economics and utility here.
To keep things perfectly balanced, we've got to acknowledge where consoles absolutely shine. Because despite all those PC advantages, consoles remain extremely popular for some very good reasons. They're generally way more affordable up front. They're dead simple to set up. Literally just plug it in and play. Plus, a lot of us just love sinking into a couch with a controller, enjoying exclusive titles with a super user-friendly interface, completely free from the stress of hardware upgrades or tweaking technical settings.
And this brilliantly illustrates the long-term cost and benefit analysis. Yes, a PC definitely has a generally higher upfront cost compared to the more affordable console, but look at that upgradability row. That higher initial investment in a PC is totally offset by the fact that you upgrade it piece by piece. You don't have to throw the whole machine in the closet and buy a completely new box every single generation. You just let it evolve.
Furthermore, another massive reason people justify that investment is the pure versatility. A gaming PC is a dual threat. Well, really, it's a massive multi-tool. It's not just for gaming. You can stream to Twitch or YouTube, edit video, do graphic design, code, or knock out your schoolwork. Tons of creators rely on PCs because they have the sheer horsepower to run a heavy game while simultaneously recording footage or live streaming to an audience.
And we definitely can't ignore the aesthetics. The PC offers endless customization. Players can personalize literally every single aspect of their setup. We're talking synchronized RGB lighting, wild custom cases, tactile mechanical keyboards that just sound so satisfying, and massive ultra-wide monitors. It's this deep aesthetic and functional personalization that lets you express your unique identity, which is a level of freedom you're just not going to find on a console.
Which brings us to Section 4, the final verdict, choosing your gaming destiny.
Ultimately, when you boil it all down, the choice between PC and console gaming really just comes down to personal preference. It's a balancing act. On one side, you have the unmatched comfort, the breezy user interface, and the killer exclusive titles of a console. And on the flip side, you have the superior graphical performance, that brilliant piece-by-piece upgradability, and the unmatched creative freedom of a gaming PC.
So, I want to leave you with this provocative thought to chew on. As technology continues to rapidly improve and accelerate, is the traditional, static plug-and-play console going to survive in its current form? Or, in our endless quest for the best possible gaming experience, are we all eventually destined to become PC builders? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll catch you next time.